Have you ever noticed how some people can create a strong connection without saying much at all? Like there's something in the way they carry themselves, the way they interact. It just feels different. Hi, I'm Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is where we explore the deeper side of relationships and attraction, the small details most people overlook, but everyone feels. Because sometimes it's not about what you say, it's about what the other person experiences when they're around you. And today, we're going to break down one of the simplest yet most powerful moments of connection, in a way you've probably never thought about before. Most men assume a hug is nothing special, just a polite greeting or a gesture of warmth shared in passing. They rarely realize that inside those few seconds exists a potent switch for emotional connection. A simple hug, when done with awareness, has the power to communicate depth beyond any words spoken aloud. When touch is guided by subtle psychological cues, it becomes an unspoken language, a quiet conversation felt rather than heard. In that silence, attraction can ignite faster than most conversations unfold, creating a lasting impression that lingers beneath awareness. A hug is never just a hug when intention lives beneath it. It becomes a bridge between two nervous systems, linking emotion, presence, and the unspoken rhythm of confidence. Touch is its own form of communication, capable of transmitting a message before the mind even interprets it. Her nervous system instantly reads pressure, speed, placement, and temperature, all signals that register far below conscious awareness. In one calm, intentional gesture, she begins to decide whether you convey safety, confidence, and strength. When you master this language, you no longer need words to prove value. It radiates effortlessly through your calm energy and controlled stillness. True connection happens not through performance but through a quiet confidence that feels safe and steady. The moment your body speaks clearly, attraction happens below logic. It feels natural, inevitable, and magnetic without needing explanation or effort. The first hidden rule that changes everything is what's called the anchoring palm, the placement of your hand. Where your hand rests silently speaks about your certainty, awareness, and emotional control. Many men instinctively touch the upper back or give a light, friendly pat, which unconsciously signals distance or platonic intention. But placing your palm firmly and gently on her lower back, just above the tailbone, communicates something entirely different. That area, neurologically tied to balance and stability, evokes a sense of grounding and safety. When your touch is calm yet steady, it bypasses rational thought, and her body simply feels your presence as protective, confident, and composed. You're not asking for permission. Your calm steadiness declares reassurance without dominance. It tells her that you can hold both emotional and physical space with ease. In that quiet certainty, she senses leadership, not control, authority that feels safe, not overpowering. This subtle detail turns a simple embrace into silent strength and leaves an emotional imprint that words could never match. The second rule is called unwavering containment, where energy, balance, and intention meet physical action. When your hug feels hesitant, it broadcasts doubt and uncertainty, almost like you're asking for acceptance instead of offering connection. A confident embrace, however, closes with even, unwavering pressure, not stiff or squeezing, simply intentional and grounded. Your frame should create a natural enclosure, a calm space of stability where she feels protected, seen, and held for that brief moment in time. That physical containment activates a deep feeling of comfort, a bodily recognition of safety that opens emotional trust. And from comfort, trust forms effortlessly. It doesn't need to be forced. It happens when your presence feels secure and complete. In that second of human stillness, your stability invites her relaxation, and that's where subtle attachment begins without either of you realizing it. The third rule is timing, the invisible chemistry that defines duration. A hug that lasts only 1 or 2 seconds feels like a handshake. It ends before emotion arrives. But somewhere between 5 and 7 seconds, something profound begins to shift inside the body. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, starts to flow. The nervous system softens. Breathing slows. Awareness draws inward. Most men break away too soon out of insecurity, but staying calmly present transforms the moment into something almost timeless. When two people remain in a steady hold, the world seems to pause, the noise disappears, and energy balances between them. That extra heartbeat of stillness allows trust to deepen. Her body feels a security she rarely experiences in passing contact. In those seconds, the hug ceases to be physical, it becomes emotional. It anchors calm, safety, and memory into her body. That is where true connection blooms silently. The final rule is the release, perhaps the most misunderstood part of all. Most men end a hug too abruptly, snapping the thread of emotional resonance that's just formed. When you separate, slow the movement. Let your hand slide softly along her arm or gently graze the edge of her neck or hair, never with force, only with mindful intention. That lingering brush whispers reassurance. Those sensitive nerve endings record a final sensory echo that can replay later in memory. The faint trace of your touch becomes more than sensation. It becomes emotional recall, a soft reminder of strength and calm. It says, without words, that you lead with grounded gentleness. Her skin remembers it. Her subconscious replays it. And long after you've stepped away, that ghost of touch lingers as an emotional signature, something she feels again without understanding why she wants it back. Attraction doesn't live in clever words or practiced charm. It's built in subtle, precise details that bypass intellect and speak straight to instinct. Every small move, each beat of timing, and every ounce of composure tells a deeper story. You now hold a blueprint for transforming a normal gesture into a moment of real resonance. When you use it with sincerity and respect, it anchors confidence in silence. Let your calm become communication. Let your stillness speak value louder than effort ever could. Always approach with purpose, presence, and integrity. Because the most powerful influence often says nothing at all, it simply radiates from the quiet mastery of your touch and the steadiness of your energy. And that's the thing. When you truly understand these subtle moments, you stop trying so hard, and everything starts to feel more natural. Because real connection isn't forced, it's felt. So take this as something to be aware of, not something to overthink. Let it flow, stay genuine, and always move with respect. If this gave you a new perspective, I'd love to hear your thoughts below. And if you want more insights like this, make sure you stay connected here. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.